we know a lot of attention will be on the Euros, but some of the people that will be paying attention to the Euros will not just be us football fans, but other players that who have bags and loads and huge magnitude of talent. And I decided, you know what? How about we form a starting 11 of players that should be or could be at the Euros, and they will be missing out, just like you and I, they'll be watching this competition through the television. And yeah, we're going to call it the missing 11 from the Euros. My name is Botswanapapi. Don't forget to do the damn thing, man. If you enjoyed this video, let's get it going. Bruno Fernandes! First things first, we are going to start off with the goalkeeper. I cannot believe that Thibaut Courtois is not going to be at the Euros. Oh my God! Craziness, madness, if you ask me. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and do this in this way. We're going to use a formation that I like, one of my favorite formations, 4-3-3, and we're going to now focus on the players that will be missing out. Let's start with Courtois. I am amazed that this guy who performed so well in the Champions League final will not be at the Euros. Isn't that crazy? It's a little bit of a bitter bust-up between him and the Belgian boss, Domenico Tedesco. But that's another situation for another day. But we can talk about that fallout in a different video. But Lord knows, if Belgium don't go far, there'll be a lot of fingers pointed, a lot of questions raised. Now, let's go to one of the other top defenders talking about Champions League. This guy, he was in the Champions League final. Mats Hummels. He will not be at the Euros. Mats Hummels, he is bags of talent, and we know that Germany has a lot of talent as a nation, but he did not make the Euro squad. I do not know how, but the main thing is that Hummels has even talked about that he's bitter. He's feeling feelings of bitterness that he will not be there, and Goretzka and so forth. Germany is a big talent pool. So you know what? Mats Hummels didn't make the squad. Another player that I have to mention, it is this guy, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Spanish player that I really feel like by merit he should have been also in the Euros. Pau Cubarsí of Spain. He will not be in the Euros this year, and he was left out. Luis de la Fuente will have questions to answer if this guy does not win the Spanish. He does not get the Spanish team to win the Euros. Anyway, Cubarsí is one of those guys that is missing out. And talking about Champions League again, let's go to the one and only left back who had a Champions League final to forget. And I'm talking about Chelsea's own Mr. Maatsen. I believe his first name is Ian Maatsen. But I was amazed when I learned that he will not be at the national he will not be in the squad for the Dutch national team. And I believe he's got talent. He's got talent. And not only that, he's very young, 22 years of age. Incredible that he will not be part of the Euros. Another player that's missing out is a fullback that I believe is top tier, one of the best fullbacks in the Premier League when he's fit. I'm talking about Reece James. He will not be there now. England, we know this time around, they've taken 8 defenders, as opposed to Gareth Southgate usually takes 9 or 10 defenders to the international competitions. But this time around, he said, you know what? We're going to go with 8. And also Trent Alexander-Arnold, he can be a midfield player if needed and also sometimes play defense. So, yeah, he's going for a little bit of that multi versatility that Trent Alexander-Arnold brings. And also decided to go with more forwards than usual. So a lot of eyes will be on Gareth Southgate, and I feel like it's one of those competitions that's a must win or get the bin. If he does not win it, the English will be so mad at him. Now, another top talent that I was surprised that, ladies and gentlemen, he is going to be missing out. Llorente. He was part of the Spanish squad in Euro 2020 and the World Cup in 2022. But this time around, I think that La Fuente went with Garcia, who was having an impressive season for Girona. And this made it difficult because places are limited. So Mr. Llorente was not, Marcos Llorente was not part of the squad. And he will be watching from the television, just like Reece James, Matt Hummels, Kubarsi, and Mudson. Matter of fact, let me write Hummels in caps lock, just like everybody else as well. Another top talent who had a really big post about it on Instagram and Twitter is James Maddison. He was cut out of the Euro squad. And him and the man himself, Jack Grealish, let me write it down while we are on the English players. Grealish and James Maddison will not be in the Euros. They're part of the missing 11. Now, another midfielder that we have to mention, ladies and gentlemen, Odegaard. Yes, you can say, oh my Lord, Odegaard. Martin Odegaard will not be in the Euros 2024. And, this is just a consequence of Norway, Norway having no way in in the Euros. And also talking about Norwegians, let's also mention the cyborg himself. When we're talking about guys that are, what do I call them? The Vikings. I'm talking about Haaland. He will not be in the Euros. He's part of the missing 11. Craziness. On the right wing position, I think another person that I will shoehorn into that place is Marcus Rashford. We know he likes to play off the left, but he is going to be a player that is also watching from TV. And I'm just surprised that Marcus, well, not surprised because of his performance, but I'm surprised that, what's his name? Gareth Southgate grew the pair, finally grew the actual decision-making brain to say, you know what? I'm not going to go with Marcus Rashford this time around. My usual guys, like also, what's his name? Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire, we know he has a calf injury, but he will not be there as part of the squad for England. So there was a couple of other notable names like, Kunku, Chilwell, Olise. That's who I should have put on that right wing, actually. Let's take out Rashford. Let's put Olise in there. And Soloth and so forth. There's a lot of other players, but let me know which player you think deserves to be in the Euros and unfortunately has missed out and should be part of this missing 11 squad. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 10 minutes of football. And we put 11 players. So I guess these 11 will be watching with us on TV. And I hope they can join the watch along. And you too can join the watch alongs because we'll be doing a lot of Euros watch alongs. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Let me say, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's get out of here.
Football Power Hour.